Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 5 episode 4 reaction. Alright, the previous episode, the date continued. Belle and Sid kept going to different places. Like the Freya family is keeping an eye on them. They somehow are able to give them, the slip and go to a different places. We get to know about like a legend. I think it was called like the legend of Fulland or something. We got to know that, and also Hestia and Ice are trying to look for him. They go to like a dinner in a little boat kind of thing where Hestia and Ice is there. Also, the girls from the Hostess of Fertility is also there, and Freya Familia finally finds them out. They run away. All these things happen. We also get to know a little bit more about the Heroes Bridge, Albert, all these things. And yeah, in the end, like Sir took Belle to like a hotel or whatever, like an inn. And that's where it ended, like Belle freaking out. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Let us get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Think it whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Here we go. Bruh. This goes in. Oh boy. Yeah. Wow. Oh boy. God and Girl. Theater. Damn, she's. Yeah, I think she's like. She's. What? Guild. Oh, Guild. Okay. Yeah, she's like. I think like. She. Promise that she made with Freya. She's not going to meet Belle again or something, like if her identity or whatever is revealed. I think she plans on telling Belle or whatever. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, 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 what the hell? Wait, what? Oh, wait, it didn't work. Wait, so she also has like powers, I guess. I'm assuming she's like some kind of a god or something. But aren't gods supposed to not use their powers? Yeah. Oh boy. Right. She just. Well, they were in a, you know, in a situation. Damn. Damn. She's like. Hmm. Hmm. Falling asleep. Hmm. Oh, is she gone? Yeah. Oh, she left the. Well, yeah, she's doing. They're doing the job. Yeah. So she's not here. So she went back to the Fair Family or something. Hmm. Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah. Like, look, we all know he's like very. She likes like eyes. So. Hmm. Oh damn, Mamma Mia's not happy. Yeah, so I think she went back. Okay. Oh damn, what the? Yo. Oh. Oh, this guy, the Chuny guy. What was his name? Hogni. Ragnar. All right. Bill's like, what? Yeah, you literally say that in front of his face? Bruh, he calls him Chuny in front of his face. Okay. Oh boy. Oh wait, so they don't know? What? Yeah, so they're looking for her? So she didn't go back. Hmm. Yeah, kind of. Yep, there you go. So like I said, she's going to go somewhere. Something's going on. Yeah, what is up with her? Oi, you're gonna fall. What the? Hey! Right. Oh no, Tal is here. Oh my god, SD. Oh, is that Asfi over there? Yeah? Yo, calm down. More so. Ru is like. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, there she is. What the? She's just sitting there? What is happening? Didn't you. So she just came here and was waiting? What is happening? Um. You, whoa. Oh. What? Oh, I. Oh, damn. So wait. Oh, I thought they were trying to protect Sid, but they're trying to. Oh, I just realized. They were keeping an eye on Sid so that she doesn't do anything to Belle. Is that why? I thought the reverse. I thought they were trying to protect Sid from Belle, but is the reverse? Oh my god. Yeah. Yo. Oh god. Oh, he was here. Oh my god. Okay, everyone's here. Oh no. Oh my god. These guys are here. Oh my god. Uh Brethren? Oh yeah, because they're elves both. Wait, so wait, what was? Oh damn! Oh my god! Yo! I guess that just grazed her. It didn't. It wasn't a deep wound. Yeah. Oh my god. He's way strong. I think he's like level 6 or something. Who? Wait. So Vana isn't that Vana? Wait. So are they related? Oh my god. Well, that's why Vana Alfie and Vana Freya. Damn. So they're siblings. Oh god, he's not. Oh my god, this is troublesome. Oh, there you go. Your beloved Belkun is here. Wait, oh, so she finally saw Sir. She finally saw Sir. Oh, so there you go. So she's like a goddess or something. Submitted to my impulse. That is crazy. I thought the complete, but then it doesn't make sense. Like, why was Herring training him then? Whoa, what's happening? Oh my god! Hey, what the hell? Wait, this is someone else? What's happening? Oh, so he realized something. Not. Oh, oh, so he tricked her back to figure out what the who the hell is. Right. Okay, this is definitely not Sir. Okay. Oh, so this is not Sir. Okay. I just that means they're trying to. Okay, so they weren't trying to kill Sid then. They knew this was some. Okay. This is confusing me now. What the hell is even happening? Out quickly. Give me your name. One of my names. Okay, don't stop there. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh hell, this is. It's that girl. The one who sent the letter. So wait a minute. So she's. What the hell is. This crap for your own reference. What? So that's why she tried to kill Belle? Wait, okay, who is she talking about? Is she talking about Sid or Freya? I'm. Okay, so he's keeping an eye out on the real. This is the real Sid? Like. Wait, but. Didn't. In that flashback, Hare said her name was Sid? And she gave that name to Freya. Can you please explain like a proper. Like, what is happening? Slow burn romance? Yeah. Oh, yep. So, okay, Belle, reject her if you have to. As, as, he's going to reject her because obviously his main, like person is Ice. So, hmm. There you go. Damn, the rain. Whoa. What the? What the? Wait, so that was Freya? But wait, who was okay? Oh my god. Okay, first and foremost, like if you remember, this is the first thing that I thought you know, when she said in, I don't know which episode it was it the first episode or the second episode? I thought that Sir was Freya, but then, you know, when we saw Freya, because, you know, Sir literally said that break out from the shackles of godhood. So I was like, and then I saw the freaking opening, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is Sir Freya? In the opening, they literally show us Sir, like, you know, like a little transition of Sir becoming Freya, that part. So that made me think like Sir was Freya, and I was pretty convinced at that point. But then in the ending after credits scene, if you remember, we saw Sir go in front of Freya, and, you know, that whole conversation happened, and I was like, okay, maybe not, you know, like, it's maybe like it's not that Sir is Freya, but Sir is just like maybe like some sibling of Freya or something, some other goddess who's here, and Freya Familia has like two goddesses or something. That's what I thought, at least, because, you know, because she said, like, you know, like breaking out from the shackles of godhood. So I was pretty convinced that she was definitely a goddess, you know, but I wasn't sure like what the hell is going on, because, you know, we literally saw Sir and Freya at the same place. So what was that about then? If, like, now you can see, like, it makes sense, because I guess they tried to trick us again in today's episode by like putting Hern over there, because again there were two Sirs, like one Sir and one Freya, but in this situation Sir was Hern, the Sir that we saw in the second phase, when, you know, like the first Sir was Sir, I'm guessing, or Freya. So as I can understand, as far as I can understand, Freya can switch between Sir and Freya. So that is what's going on, you know. But what kind of threw us off was the fact that, again, in today's episode, like, Sir was there, like that was Sir slash Freya, I'm pretty sure, and it was like Sir's. Now this is another thing I'm not 100% sure. Is this like some kind of multiple personality going on or something? Like, because you can pretty much see Sir's personality is very different from Freya, and there was a section where Freya said in the end that it's like you know, like that girl is dead and like doesn't exist anymore, Sir. You know, I should have done this from the very beginning, which makes me think maybe this isn't like a split personality, or this is just some kind of a. Otherwise, why would she say, like, I'm kind of confused about that part, at least. But either way, the main thing here is that Sir and Freya are the same, and it was Freya slash Sir all the way from the very beginning of the date to up until, like, you know, the morning where Freya or Sir left. Then Belway woke up, grabbed his part of the thing, and went to look for Sir. And this time it wasn't Sir, it was Hern who was there in Sir's form. You know, and that is why everyone just immediately came and tried to attack, like, you know, like Hern, because Hern was trying to kill Belle, and they didn't want that, because we all know if Belle dies, Freya goes back to heaven. You know, nobody in the Familia wants that. You know, and that part did kind of trick me a little bit, because at that point of time I was, I don't know, obviously I thought that was Sir. So I was like, wait a minute, so is it that they are actually not trying to protect Sir but trying to protect Belle? You know, because it kind of went in my head, kind of went in my direction, that direction, because, you know, they were keeping an eye on both of them. So for a moment I thought, like, wait a minute, so it would be kind of like a really interesting plot twist if it turns out that it wasn't that they were concerned about Sir, but they were concerned about the fact that Sir might try to take Belle away from Freya. You know, so there was a point of time I thought that's what's going on. But then I thought that but that wouldn't make any sense, because then why would Hedin give Belle all these like training and everything to like perform the best in the date? It doesn't make sense then. If they actually didn't care about Sir, why would they do that? You know, but it makes so much sense now that, you know, obviously that was like a little, I guess you could say, I kind of got thrown off there for a bit. But then when I realized that is Hern, I was like, oh, so right, they were trying to protect Belle. That's it. And that's why they said you're trying to take the boy away from her by, obviously, like, she was trying to kill Belle. That's why. So turns out that was Hern, and the Sir slash Freya was there on some other place. In some other place, and that's where Belle went and talked to her. Okay, so yeah, but like the thing that surprised, like, I don't understand one part then. Like everything makes sense. Only one thing I don't understand. What was that then in the very first episode, the after credit scene? How was Sir and Freya, both of them? If Sir is Freya, how was Sir and Freya, both of them, there at the same place? If you remember, Freya was sitting in her throne, and Sir comes in, and Sir is like, what did she say? She said something like, "I want to go out on a date with Belle," and Freya's like, "Hmm," and then she was like, "Oh, okay, right, all right, okay." Here's the thing. That was Heron, wasn't it? That wasn't Sir in the first place. Okay, so this is, yeah. So the fact that we saw Heron here today in Sir's disguise, I'm assuming the very first episode. Like, so here's the thing: Freya and Sir are the same person. So yeah, Freya and Sir are the same person. The one on the throne we saw there was Freya. I'm talking about the very first episode, the after credit scene. Was Freya, and Sir came in. I obviously, up until now, I thought that was Sir. That is why I was convinced that Freya and Sir are different people, because we literally had Freya and Sir both at the same place. So, that's why I was convinced. And that was still confusing me even now. I was like, if Sir and Freya are the same person, what was that first scene then? That first episode of after credit scene. But it would all make sense if that wasn't Sir in the first place, the one person who came, if it was Hen. So I'm assuming, like, they talked in a very cryptic way, if you remember. What happened was, Freya was sitting there and you saw like Sir come in, and Sir said something like, "Oh, I want a permission from you, goddess." And Freya was like, "Tell." And she said something like, "I want to go out on a date with Belle. Will you allow that?" And Freya kind of sat down, was thinking about it a little bit, and then she stood up and she was like, "Okay, I allow it. But if your identity is revealed, then you'll never meet him again." Something like that, he said. And if that was Hen, like, that would make, so basically Freya was telling Hen, so Hen wasn't really going out with Belle because she wanted to, because she liked him. She wanted to go out with Belle to kill him, I think, or something like that, I'm assuming. Or I don't know, like something she was trying to do, like maybe, like, I'm not really sure, but that was, I'm guessing that was Heron then. And like I said, the way this was talking there, was very cryptic, because she said, "I want to go out with Belle," and she was like, "Okay, but if your identity comes out, then you'll never meet him again." So I'm guessing Freya was telling that if Belle somehow realizes that you're not Sir and you're Heron, then you'll never meet him again, something like that. That was the bet that they made, you know um and as we saw here, Belle was able to finally, like, Belle said that, "Oh, you're not Sir, you're someone else," and that's why in the end she was like, "Whatever, like, you got me, so I'll tell you where she is." So yeah, so she lost that bet, I guess, over there. But that would make sense if that was Heron. If that wasn't Sid, that everything would make sense, because it makes no sense whatsoever if, like, that was Sid, because how can Sid and Freya be in the same place if Freya and Sid are the same person? Because that's what I thought. So this is what I think. I doubt this is like some kind of a split personality or whatever, or maybe this is some kind of a split personality, but not in that sense. I'm guessing Freya and Sir are basically like the like a, well, what can I say? Like, it's the same person, but it's like her persona or something. Like she's Freya while she's there in the, like in Freya Familia, but she turns to Sir maybe to to interact with Belle. Is that why? But then there's another thing that makes no sense then. If Sir is a something like someone that Freya became to interact with Belle, it isn't as if like Sir was, like, it wasn't that Sir came, or Sir like existed after we saw Bell. Like, if you remember, Sir was already working in the Hostess of Fertility from the very beginning, even before she met Bell. You know, so that would mean that, like, for a moment I was thinking that maybe Sir was something like she made up because she wanted to talk with Bell or something. But that wouldn't make sense because she was there from the very beginning, even before she came in contact with Bell. In the Hostess of Fertility, if you remember. So, and also another thing, I'm pretty sure Freya had her eyes on Belle from the first episode of Danmachi, not before that. I don't think Freya had her eyes on Belle before that. Freya had her eyes on Belle from that point onwards. The fact that Cir existed before that means that Cir wasn't really an entity made up by Freya just so that she could talk with Belle. I doubt that. But then why was she, like, why did she even make Cir then? What was the point? Did she, like, want to experience like a human life or something? Is that why she made Cir? That's why she was working in the Hostess of Fertility? Also, another very interesting thing they said here, if you see that part, where they were fighting, I think, what was his name? The Chuni guy, I forgot his name. Something with H, I forgot her name. When he was fighting Ryu, if you remember, I think he said something like, "Oh, you're also like her favored one." By her, obviously, I'm pretty sure he was talking about Freya. So it makes sense. If Cir is Freya, then that would mean Freya's the one who saved Ryu. If you remember, because Cir saved Ryu, so it makes sense. That statement makes sense now. So she favors Rue as well. And that is why that Chuni guy was like, "Oh, you're another one of the favored one of the goddess," or something like that. He said that, and that's why I guess he didn't outright kill her or something. That was a very shallow attack. I don't think it was that. It just grazed like her like this. And the blood came out, and that was it. And she went in unconscious. That was it. I don't think that was a deep wound or whatever. But okay, so interesting. So okay, so this makes me realize another thing. Freya was up until now trying to like win the affections of Belle by being Cir, but now that she was rejected, now she's like, we're going to get Belle, like what did she say? She said something like, ready the army or something, or tell we're going to get him, I'm going to take him back, or something like that, she said. Yeah, and there's also another part where she said, yeah, I'm going to take him for myself. Otal was like, are you absolutely sure? And she, yeah, I'm finished with being the girl, there you go. So it's not that it's like a split personality or whatever. Cir was just like a part of her, like a persona that she used to interact with Belle, and she probably thought that Cir would be able, or her Cir persona would be able to win Belle's affections. But now that that doesn't work, she's like, I'm done with being Cir, I'm going to go all out being Freya now. Yeah, and Cir is dead now. I should have just done this way from the, there you go. So Cir was just, yeah. But I like I said, Cir was there from the very beginning, even before she came in contact with Belle. So I'm assuming it's not like, I was thinking like maybe Cir is just something that she made up just so that she can talk to Belle or win his affections. But no, I doubt that is the case, because she was there from the very beginning, even before she had any contact with Belle. She was there working in the Hostess of Fertility. And if you remember, Cir was also there when she saved Rue. The whole situation with Astrea family and all that thing that happened way before Belle was there. So Cir saved Rue. So that was, Cir existed then as well. So yeah, it's not that Cir is like something that she made up just so that she can talk to Belle. She was there from the very beginning. I'm assuming she just made Cir up, probably so that she probably wanted to experience the human life or something, wanted to like live among the humans or something. Obviously, as Freya, she is living among everyone, but Freya has like a like a whole reputation and everything. She's like this untouchable flower type of thing. But that's probably why she made Sir, so that she could just hang out with people like a normal person or something like that, maybe, I think. Yeah, right. There you go. I do wonder what would have happened if Belle like accepted Sir. Maybe she would not reveal her identity or something. I don't know. Maybe she would continue being Sir, and I don't know what she would have done, but I'm pretty sure she wouldn't, like, because now it seems like she decided to completely cut off Sir. Like, she's never going to bring Sir back again. That's what it seems like. But I guess, like, if Belle accepted her, then she wouldn't have done that. This episode was tricky because it threw us off two times, like not two times, I guess one time, with the whole Hearn situation, because I was genuinely confused there. I was like, like, obviously I was under the impression that Sir and like Freya were different people, but Hearn coming into the equation made it even more confusing, and it made it even more difficult to realize that Sir and Freya was the same person up until the very end. Like, but like I said, I did have my suspicion, but I completely took out that suspicion. In the very first episode, I had my suspicion that Freya is Sir, but then, like, they showed Sir and Freya in the same place, so I was like, oh, probably not. Maybe that's my mistake. Because the freaking opening spoils it. Literally, there's a part in the opening you see where Sir's face, like, it's from Freya turns to Sir, or from Sir turns to Freya or something, which made me think in the very first episode that, oh, maybe Sir is Freya, but then I saw in the after credit scene that Sir and Freya are in the same place, so I was like, oh, maybe not, and now again, because of the whole Hearn situation, I was still, like, getting tricked, because I was like, oh, so what, like, this is someone else. But then in the end we saw, like, like that whole thing, where Freya revealed that she's Sir, and yeah, so there you go. Also, another very interesting thing in today's episode, Hearn's story. So basically, wait, Hearn, she called her the daughter of the gods. Is Hearn like an actual, wait a minute, Greek mythology, I'm assuming? Is this some... I cannot find it. Heron. Heron. Herodias. Son of Autonus and son... No. Daughter of the gods. Heron. Daughter of the gods. Heron. I cannot find it. I'm pretty sure there's someone like this probably in Greek mythology or somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyways, but right. So the thing that kind of interested me is that scene you see where Hearn said, "What is?" Freya comes in and Freya's like, "What is your name?" And she's like, "My name is Sid." So she's like, "Oh, okay. So from today onwards, you will give me your name, and you can take one of mine, daughter." Oh, I guess Hearn is probably another. Yeah, okay. Hearn is another name of Freya, as she said, like another one of my names. So Freya is the daughter of the gods, I'm guessing. Freya, let me check. Daughter of the gods. She's a daughter of Njord and has a twin brother, Freyr. Freya goes anywhere she wants. Okay, yeah. There you go. So yeah, Freya is the daughter of the gods, and she said that, oh, Sir, that's a beautiful name. You give me that name and take one of mine. Where is that scene? I'm going to just read that part because that part is also very interesting because... Where is that part? Here we go. So Hearn said, was in a, like, it was like snowing and everything. She said, I want to become you. At which, I want to quit being me and become the beautiful and warm person that you are. So Freya's there. Freya says, what is your name? Sir. So her name was Sir to begin with. So she says, okay, give me your name, and I will give you one of mine in exchange. So from that point onwards, she became Herne, and Freya became Sir. From today on, you will be the daughter of the gods, and your name is Herne. Okay, there you go. I think. And I guess from that day onwards, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So from that day onwards, Sir started existing within Freya. So Freya became Sir, and Sir is Freya. And that point onwards, I'm assuming she probably then after that, using that Sir persona, she started working in the Hostess of Fertility. And I guess it kind of makes sense because, you know, like why she's working in the Hostess of Fertility, because Mamma Mia was part of the Freya family as far as I can remember, you know. Right. And also Rue was there. She saved Rue and gave her like work as well. And as like, you know, they said like she also favors Rue. I guess that is why she was okay. That makes kind of sense, because if you think about it, Freya is someone who would try to take Belle however she wants, and however, you know, like she doesn't care about anyone else. She gives no damn about anyone. That's what Freya is. But it makes sense why she actually went and talked to Ryu about the whole Belle situation. And it also makes sense why, like, because I think I said something like this when that scene happened. I was like, damn, Seer seems so cold suddenly. You know, the way she told Rue that, oh, like, I'm going to go out with Belle, so, you know, back off. Literally like this. She didn't say it like this, obviously, but her vibe, it kind of, like, meant like that. It makes sense why she at least went and at least bothered to go and talk to Ryu. If this was someone else, she probably wouldn't even do that. She would just, like, you know, like, literally wouldn't care about them. But since it was Rue, and as they said, she favors Rue, that is why she at least went to Rue and told her. You know, it makes sense, I guess, because she also likes Rue. And yeah, something like that. Okay, interesting. Right. And this is one thing I think, like, this is one thing everyone needs to remember or realize, I guess, is that I don't know, but I think like this is one thing that we have, like, you know, it kind of makes sense, is that the love that gods and goddesses have is something kind of different from the love that humans have for other humans, because gods and goddesses has this thing where we have seen that, you know, they love the person's soul in a way, like, because that's why she's like crazy about Belle, because he has this, like, you know, like this, as they said, he has the potential of becoming a hero, and gods have been waiting for a hero for a long time. And, you know, and Freya is like obsessed with the whole, like, with Belle, one of the reasons I'm assuming. And she probably wanted to just normally as a human talk to Belle and win his affections, but now that didn't work, she's like, oh, screw that then. Let me just use my goddess power to get him. Yeah, there you go. So now I'm assuming she'll directly try to take Belle, and I guess Freya family will probably attack now, trying to take Belle with them or something. Oh god, so damn, so Hestia family will get involved with the Freya family now. Bruh, that is crazy. Okay, also Hestia finally saw Sid, and that's why Hestia was like, wait a minute, what is that girl? I don't understand what type of a person she is. And she also says something like, is that really a goddess? You know. And yeah, and okay, so yeah, it makes so much sense now why everyone was freaking out about Cir going out with Belle, because Cir is Freya. So, you know, so yeah, I think like most of the secrets have been revealed. I don't think there's any other secret that is left, because I had so much like questions. I was like, what's going on? Who is Cir? Is Cir another goddess? Like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought up until now. I thought like Cir is like some Freya's like sibling or something. I thought, you know. But, you know, I would have easily been able to like, you know, probably I would have been able to understand that Freya is Cir, if not for that scene in the very first episode, the final scene where Cir and Freya was literally in the same place. That is the only scene that made me not go in that direction, because I was like, how is that even possible? If Cir and Freya are the same person, how could they be in front of each other talking to each other? It made no sense. But it makes sense now. But I'm not still 100% sure. But I think that was Heron. That wasn't Sid. And that was just Heron asking Freya permission to go out with Belle so that she would try to probably, I don't know, like kill him or something. I don't know. Like something like that, I guess. Right. And obviously the Freya family members cannot let that happen because they know if somehow Belle is killed, Freya would leave them. And Freya would take Belle's soul and go to heaven. So they won't let that happen. And that's why they were so pissed off at Heron and literally was trying to kill her. Right. Okay. Damn. Yeah, so there you go. Like I said, I think like everything. Oh, another thing, another very small little reveal that pales to comparison in the grand, with the grand reveals that we had in today's episode. Anya is Vana Freya, I think that was his name. His sister. And yeah, and it doesn't seem like they have a good relation. They're like, yeah. Oh boy, there you go. And obviously, like okay, so here's the thing. I don't think the girls from the Hostess of Fertility has any idea that Cyr and Freya are the same, because they genuinely care about Cyr, and they're like, Anya was trying to stop him from attacking Cyr. Obviously, that wasn't Cyr, that was Heron, So Anya didn't know that, so Anya was like, "Oh, don't attack Cyr, don't harm her," that part. So yeah, so that's another thing. So none of the girls from Hostess of Fertility has any idea that Cyr is Freya. Also, I'm not really sure, but I'm like the girls don't know, but I'm not sure about Mamma Mia though. Does she know that Freya is Cyr? There's a possibility she might know because she's literally like the owner of Hostess of Fertility. And Cyr is like working for her, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, a lot of things got revealed today, and a lot of things are happening. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, and was there anything else today? No, that was it. Yeah, but you know what? Let's wait. Maybe there's something more that is left to reveal in the next episode. We'll see. But I don't think there's anything else to reveal because I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that made me confused with this whole Cyr Freya situation? But no, everything is yeah. But like I said, there's only one thing I'm not 100% sure about. That is the first episode after credit scene. I at least think that was Heron in Cyr's form. Because if you think about it, Heron was Cyr to begin with. Heron's name wasn't Heron. She was Cyr. So it would make sense that, she would, yeah. And also, I guess Cyr and Freya and Heron look so similar because I guess Heron probably tries to become like her, as she said, I want to become you. So she probably makes her hairstyle and everything exactly like Freya and Cyr. And that's why, that whole thing. But here's a question now. Like, the fact that we saw Heron literally, in Cyr's, form, just trying to, trigger Belle. I do wonder if there has been other instances where we saw Cyr, but it wasn't Cyr, it was actually Heron. Yeah. But obviously, most of the sections where we've seen Cyr show affection towards Belle was Cyr/Freya, not Heron, because Cyr and Freya loves Belle. If that was Heron, she wouldn't act affectionate with Belle. Oh, another thing makes sense now. If you remember, in one of the previous episodes where Cyr was going out with Belle, that really proves that was Cyr/Freya with Belle, not the other way around. If you remember the episode where Belle was met Cyr and he was like, "Oh, come, I'll escort you," and and Cyr was like, "What the hell, Belle, you look so different, you've changed so much, I just wanted," that whole part. That episode, if you remember, there was a section where the festival was happening. Cyr was along with Belle, and Belle was there looking up at Freya. Freya looked at him, scowled like she had never before, and that part really made me kind of confused. I was like, what the hell? Cyr, Freya has always this type of a, like, like a gaze towards Belle, which isn't really like, she never really scowls at Belle. She has this weird type of a way she looks at Belle, as we've seen. So that really threw me off. I was like, what the hell? Freya has never done that before. Like, what's going on? Yeah. That was Heron. So that was Heron on top. I'm pretty sure she was probably in Freya's disguise, while Cir/Freya was in with Belle. Because there must be someone, like, if Cir/Freya was with Belle in the ground, there must be someone who's representing Freya on top of that tower. Who was that? That was Heron, and that is why, since it was Heron, she scowled at Belle like that because she hates Belle. And obviously her thing is, like, as she said in today's episode, that I cannot allow my goddess to become like a normal human being, like frolicking around like a maiden in love. I cannot allow that, and that's why she wanted to kill Belle or whatever. Yeah. There you go. She also says, because I can become one with her, our psyches overlap with each other. Yeah, so she can turn into Freya, or not turn into Freya, but she, like, that's how she was able to become Freya and stand on top of the tower and trick everyone. Everyone thought that was Freya. Here we go. I was driven by one fear. I feared that my goddess would be forever changed with that man around. If things carried on between them, then my one and only queen would be tainted and fall into depravity. Yeah, there you go. So, alright. And there you go. That was 2 dozen. Okay, I think like every single secret has been revealed. But yeah, now I'm pretty convinced that was, in the very first episode, the after credit scene, that was Heron, that wasn't Cir. Because Cir/Freya was literally sitting on the throne. Who was that in front of her? That was Heron. And that was just Heron asking permission to Freya, for Freya to go out with Belle, so that, I don't know, maybe she was trying to kill him, maybe she was trying to maybe gauge his intentions or whatever. I don't know what she was trying to do, but she just wanted to go out with Belle to have some kind of an opportunity. And Freya was like, yeah, you can have that opportunity, but you'll back out immediately if your identity gets revealed. That's what happened. Today's episode, we saw when Belle was like, you're not Cir, who are you? Her identity got revealed, so she was like, yeah, whatever, you want this, go ahead. Cir is over here, so go ahead. So she lost that whole bet over there. And yeah, that would make sense. All right. Damn, that is a crazy reveal, I guess, in a way, because I never really thought about this. Like, Cir and Freya, like, obviously, if you look at them side by side, you can realize how similar they look, but it never really occurred to me, I guess, because their vibes were so different. Yeah, that is insane. That is actually a very good plot twist, that Cir is actually Freya. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and that was today's episode. You're right. Okay, so there you go. That was today's episode number 4 of Danmachi season 5, my overall impression. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. I've already talked about most of the things. I don't think I have much to discuss, but let me just go through scene by scene. Let me see if I missed anything worthy of discussion. So the first thing you can see is, like, Cir is there in the shower. Belle is freaking out. Cir is like, oh, can you give me my dress? Belle gives her her dress hastily, that whole part. Then Belle goes to shower. Cir is literally sitting on the bed and, not wearing any pants. She's like, Belle is like, what the hell? Like, where's your bottoms? And she's like, it's baggy, it's falling down. So I just discarded it. Anyways, so then they talk about the whole, like, sit beside me, that whole part, And yeah, and this is where you can see Cir tries to confess to Belle, and she says, I wanted to express my feelings for you, and I wanted to confirm. Yeah, so okay, her words make so much sense now. She says, I wanted to confirm if this is love or not, because I guess, in a way, because this is one thing, like, Freya is obsessed with Belle, so she, as a goddess, I guess, she's also confused that what is going on. Like, is this love or not? I wanted to confirm, or if this is like just something like an affection that a god feels for their children or something like that. um yeah, but her words make so much sense now. It has so much context behind it now that we know there is Freya. Okay. Oh, this part as well, it makes sense now. Her eyes glow. I was like, okay, so what the hell is going on? It's like, I was at that point of time, I was pretty convinced that Sir was some kind of a goddess. So I was like, okay, so does she have some kind of a power? Like, like, is that what happened? But no, if you remember, Freya has this thing. She charms everyone, if you remember. And I think Belle is the only one who never fell for her charms. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was like a thing that was revealed. Wasn't it? Yeah, because let me think about it. I think so. Yeah, that never happened because, like, it's not like this is not like a power or anything. This is like her inherent thing, as far as I know. Anyone who comes in the presence of Freya is charmed by her. She's not really doing it deliberately or whatever. That's just her thing. I think so, at least. But I think there was somewhere that it was revealed that Belle was never charmed, or something like that. Right. Anyways, so that was that. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, it makes sense now. What happened over there? That was just Freya's, like, I guess Freya's persona kind of popped out a little bit, and it kind of tried to charm Belle, but Belle, again, as we saw, it didn't work on him. It worked for a little moment, but then he just reverted back. Oh, and what she said after this as well, if you remember. Damn, it makes so much sense now. She says, "No, I can't. This is wrong. It's not who I am. Please don't look at me. Look at." Yeah, so she had convinced herself that she was going to like win Belle's affection as Sir, but I guess her Freya persona was coming out, so she was like, it very much seems like it's like some kind of a split personality going on within them. But I don't think that's a split personality. This is just like this is gods and goddesses. They have weird ways of doing things, So this is not like a split personality. I doubt that. This is just like Freya and Sir were like the same person, but I guess Sir was more of the human, who was like outside working with everyone and living her life as a human, while Freya is that Freya, the cold and calculative part of her. She wanted to win Belle's affection by being Sir, but for that moment, I think her Freya part came out a little bit, and she, like, without realizing, she tried to charm Belle, but then she realized that, and she's like, no, I wasn't supposed to do this. Okay, so then there's like laying down, and so she starts talking to Belle about a few other things, like, do you like someone, this and that. Then she hugs him from the back, and then she's like, oh, like, you don't like me hugging you, like you hug with Ryu and everything. Right. Okay, so then, okay, this part as well, again, it makes so much sense. Where's that part? Ryu is someone special to me. Yeah, so we all know Freya, as they said, Freya favors Rue as well. So that is like I said, that's probably why she at least had the basic, at least bother to talk to Rue and tell her that, oh, like, I want to go out with Belle. She probably wouldn't have done that if it was some other random person, but because since it is Rue who she like favors, she decided to tell Rue. Yeah. Yeah, so here's the thing. From today's episode, it's pretty damn obvious Freya herself is confused as to the type of feeling she has for Belle, and that is why I think she probably tried to use Sir, become Sir, and try to test it out as to what's going on. But then in the end, when she realized it's not working, she's like, I'm just going to be myself. Sir is dead. I'm Freya. That part. So her words and everything makes me think that, because it's pretty damn apparent that she herself is confused with what she's supposed to feel for Belle. And that's why she's always repeating the same words, that I wanted to confirm if this is love or not. um I guess it makes sense because she's a goddess. So obviously goddesses won't really feel love, because goddesses are supposed to favor their children all equally and impartially. So falling in love with one of like the immortals is something that I'm pretty sure like any god will be confused about, you know, and god or goddess, and they wouldn't know because they feel affection for all their children, so they would be confused. They would be like, what is this? Is this like the same affection that I feel for one of my other children, or am I like favoring this person more than, like that whole thing, you know so right. Yeah, I guess. And in a way, I guess like Freya wanted to confirm what type of a love this was. But I guess Hestia is probably one of the exceptions who's very confident and very sure about what she feels for Belle. Because I guess, you can see how much she's like, she obviously loves everyone, all of her familiar members, but she has this particular obsession with Belle. So I think like she's pretty confident. Like the part where Freya's confused about like what I should feel for Belle, that part at least I think Hestia is not really that conflicted with, because she knows very damn well that she favors Belle way more than others, and that's like actually something akin to love, you know. So that's interesting. Yeah. So that was that. So they, you know, right. And then Sid says, I'm not okay being as the same as Rue. So she's like, yeah, basically, all the other girls that I like you, I don't want to be like them. I really want to, go with you. Okay. And then she says, okay, yeah, oh my god, her words make so much sense now. I don't even understand it myself, she says. Where is this desperation coming from? To keep it from falling out of my hands, obsessing, striving, and hoping. Um, I get it now. That is why I fell for you. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, and that was that. In the morning, you can see Belle wakes up and he sees that was his part of the thing. So Sid took her like hair clip with her, you know. So there you go. Belle takes his and goes and meets Welf here, and Welf is like, everyone's trying to look for you. Where the hell were you? This and that. And Belle talks to Welf about the whole situation, and Welf is like, come on, dude. Like like you, if you actually like we all know like you're obsessed with eyes. So if you wanted, if you like, you should like to someone who poured their heart for you. You should at least like tell him yes or no. Don't just keep her hanging there. And he said like, and otherwise I'll lose my respect for you. So come on, do what you have to do. And yeah, there you go. And that was that. And then Belle meets up with um what was his name? Okay, wait a minute. First class adventurer Freya family. Hegni. Okay, right. So Hegni was there. So Belle tries to talk to him. Hegni starts talking in his Chuni way that he speaks. Belle literally calls him Chuni in front of his face. He gets hurt. And then he, in his own way, tells Belle that they're also trying to find Sir. So, they're in the same situation as him. So there you go. And then he just runs away. You can see Othal is also there looking like for like, like Sir. And over there, Hestia is freaking out. Hestia's like, Hermes, please help me find Belkun. And and Hermes is like, yeah, you know what, I'll try, like, and also he's concerned about Sir as well. Makes sense. I'm pretty sure Hermes knows that Sir is Freya. After that, you can see like the hostess of fertility girls, they're also trying to find them. Rue is freaking out because Sir and Belle is not being cannot be found, that whole part, you know. And then Belle comes and meets up with Sir. So Sid, at this part really confused me because I was like, what the hell is happening? Why is she suddenly so cheery with what happened in the previous night? It makes sense. This was Heron. Sorry, this was, yeah, Heron. Yeah, this was Heron. So she was trying to like act her bubbly self so that she can stab Belle from the back or whatever. That's why the way she was talking here was so weird. And Belle realized that immediately, and that's why he decided to try to figure out if this is the real Sid or not. He gave her his part of the hair ornament, and he wanted to check, because if this was the original Sid, he would be like, what are you doing? I have mine. Why are you giving me yours? But if this wasn't Sid, then she would take it, and that's what happened. She took it, and Belle immediately realized this isn't Sid. She put it in her hair, and and then she hugs him, and she's like, don't reject me, this and that. Tries to kiss him. Obviously she would probably kill him at that point, and that is why they attacked them. Hegni attacked them. Now, like I said, this part kind of confused me a little bit, because for a moment I was like, at first I was like, okay, they're trying to attack them because like they don't want anyone like going close to Sir. But then I realized they were actually trying to kill Sir. So obviously at that point I still didn't know this was Heron. So it made me think for a moment that maybe they're trying to stop Sir from getting to Belle, and that is why they were keeping an eye on them. For a moment I thought that. But anyways, they start fighting, and you can see clearly that his goal is Sir or Heron in this situation. And and obviously it makes sense, because if since Heron was trying to kill Belle, if Belle died, then Freya would go away, go to heaven, and the Freya family doesn't want that, so they're trying to protect Belle here. Anyways, they start fighting, and even those four those four twins, they also come. Not twins, I guess, at this point. There's four of them. Anyways, they come in, and and the hostess of fertility girls also come in. Ryu comes in, and you can see Hegni is like, oh, you're the other girl who's favored by our goddess. Yeah, so obviously they cannot really hurt her that much. Either way, the battle continues. Ryu is fighting Hegni, and obviously Ryu is weaker than him, because I'm pretty sure Hegni is like high level, like level 6 or something. Ryu is probably like level 4 still. Belle, I think, has gone up to level 5, but Ryu doesn't have Astria to update her status. So Ryu, even though she can probably reach level 5, I doubt Ryu is level 5. She's still level 4, I think. So they're fighting. All the other hostess of fertility girls also get beaten up by them. They're also like lower leveled. I think Anya and the others are like level 2 or something, as far as I can remember. Or level 3, I think level 2 probably. And so easily they get defeated. And then comes in Vana Freya. He comes in, and he's like, and you can see here it is revealed that Anya is his sister, and he's pretty pissed off, and Anya is like, move out of my way, and that part. And she says like, please let go of Sir, and he just brushes her aside, and leaves. Obviously Anya has no clue that isn't Sir, that is Heron. So yeah, either way, that was that. And then you can see Belle running with Sid, and Ice also moves to help out with Belle's situation. Hestia is stunned. Hestia is like, what the hell is this, Hermes? Who is that girl? And she's like, it's very difficult to tell, and it makes sense, because that is Freya. So Hestia probably felt that, right? Anyways, oh no, never mind, sorry, that was Heron. No, that wasn't Freya. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, so seeing Heron, she was kind of, I guess it makes sense, because Hestia, as Heron said, her and Freya's psyche kind of overlaps with each other. That is probably why Hestia felt so confused looking at her. She was like, what the hell, who is that girl? It's difficult to figure out. If that was Freya, if that was actual Sir or Freya, she would have immediately recognized her, I think. But since it was Heron, she couldn't figure out who she was, because obviously she isn't Freya, but at the same time, as she said, her psyche overlaps with Freya. Anyways, they go to that abandoned place. Belle comes, and Belle is like, like, and Sir comes and tries to hug him, and not Sir but Heron tries to stab him from the back, but he's like, stop it, you're not Sir, who are you? And she's like, but then if you realize, why did you save me? And he's like, because I just didn't want anyone there to die, I wasn't sure. And he says, like, I gave you my part of the hair ornament, so to figure out if you're the actual person or not. Anyway, so this is where she's like throws the thing away, and she's like, yeah, whatever, I lost. Like, if you haven't noticed, you would have, like, died. I lost the gamble. There you go, I lost the gamble. As she said, as the promise made with Freya, she said she's never going to show her face again in front of Belle. So that's what happened. And she's like, go, Cir is over there, I lost. She's standing there, and then that flashback happens where we get to know her name was Cir. She was the original Cir, but Freya took her name and gave her one of her name. And that whole section. And then in comes the others. The Freya Familia starts attacking her. She reverts back to her original form. Yeah. And yeah, everyone here's like, when she's like freaking out and everything, everyone's like, yeah, you're just a heretic. You're a crazy fanatic. So there you go. I don't know what happened. I don't think they killed her, because she's Freya's, probably she's very, like, like one of the people that Freya is fond of. I doubt they killed her, but yeah, something like that. Because otherwise, why would Freya make her attendant, and take her name? She literally took her name, and gave her one of her names. So yeah, and this is where you can see Heron is like, I don't want my goddess falling that low. I'll never let that happen. That's why I wanted to kill him before this happened. Anyways, you can see Hedin is still keeping an eye on Cir / Freya, the original Cir, like, and the Freya. So Belle comes in, and Cir is like, oh, you're here, and then Cir again, confesses her affections for him, and Belle finally rejects her. As well said, you have to reject her if you actually, And you can see here, Belle says, like, I realize now how heartbreaking it is to turn down someone's affection for you, how it hurts you as well. Yeah, there you go. That was that. It starts raining. I guess in a way that was kind of indicating of her sorrow. As they say, when it rains, it's that the gods and the goddesses are sad. In a way, I guess that was like that indication, that rain. Cir / Freya starts moving. Otal is there, and Cir is like, even at this point, I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't realize that Cir and Freya are the same. But when she changed, I was like, okay, it's pretty obvious at this point now. Because I was still thinking at that point that Cir is some other goddess, like some, like, Freya's sibling or something. Never occurred to me up until the end. Because I still had that scene in my head, the very first episode where Cir and Freya were in the same place. But now that I'm thinking about it, that was Heron, that wasn't Cir. And it makes sense why. If Cir and Freya are the same person, how they can talk to, like, another Cir, because that wasn't Cir from at the first place, that was Heron. Yeah. Anyways, and yeah, and this is where you can see Freya is like, enough is enough. I won't let anyone else have you, Belle. Like, yeah, like, it's my turn now. Like, Cir is dead. Let's go, Ota. We'll take Belle ourselves. That's where it ended. Really good episode. That was a crazy, like, episode. Wow. And yeah, I think most of the secrets have been revealed. And now they'll try to kidnap Belle, or something like that is going to happen, I think. And they'll probably start a battle with the Hestia Familia. So let's see. And that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 4 of Danmachi season 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Danmachi. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.